Hello, you beautiful individuals. We are back again. Sorry it's been so long, but I've been doing, well, just been busy with life in general, but also been doing some more narration slash voiceover work for other channels out there. And on top of that, my actual day job. So making my own videos, unfortunately, gets pushed to the back burner. But today, we are looking at a new channel that somebody actually emailed me. Well, the link to this video to check out. It's from FlatOutTruth Resurrection, and it's debunking Professor Dumb Dave, or of course, Professor Dave, as we all know from Professor Dave Explains. He is probably, without a doubt, my favorite, you know, science communicator YouTuber out there. I mean, he does a fantastic job at not only debunking the nonsense, pseudo-science beliefs or just straight up anti-science beliefs of flat earthers, creationists, and so on and so forth, but he also has a huge selection of actual, just essentially science lessons because, he was a teacher. Like that's what he did. And yeah, he's helped countless students through high school and college level courses. So, yeah, the fact that I seen this dude want to debunk him kind of made me want to check it out because I really, really enjoy and believe in what Professor Dave does, and how a flat earther is supposed to debunk him is just beyond me. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump on in and see what this idiot has to say.
All I'm offering is the truth. Nothing more.
Well, you're definitely not offering the truth because you think the earth is flat, and that's clearly not the truth, but well, I digress. Wow, how cute and funny. I mean, like, see, the thing is, I'm all about ad hominem attacks, honestly. Like, I find them funny. It's why I'm such a big fan of Sir Sick. Not saying that's all that Sir Sick does. I mean, Sir Sick does actually try to explain, you know, the science behind things he's debunking or whatever, but his ad hominem attacks, his, like, basically his ability to make fun of people and make jokes about people that believe these ridiculous things are part of the reason I enjoy watching him so much. But anyway, let's keep going.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Debunking Professor Dumb Dave, Episode 9. Now, if you're getting...
And look, I am more than guilty of screenshotting a point at where someone's face looks a little weird for a thumbnail, but like, come on, man. I'm sorry, but if you actually like ignore Professor Dave's debunking about your precious flat earth bullshit belief and actually watch his, science tutorials, and not just science. I mean, he covers a whole range of topics. You'll clearly realize he's not dumb. So this whole spiel, or this whole like thing you have going here, it's just making you look more idiotic than it will ever make Dave look. But whatever.
confused on the episodes, the reason we have challenge number 10 in episode 9 is because we did challenge number 5 and challenge number 6 in episode 5. So therefore, that only gives us 9 episodes. Therefore, leaving some people thinking that they missed an episode, but no, that's not the case. Just challenge number 5 and number 6 was so short, not very big challenges at all. I put them both in episode number 5. So, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You would have to explain that very, very simple concept to your even more simple audience. So I get the long little spiel there.
Let's move on with debunking challenge number 10.
This time I'd like to offer some challenges to you remaining few that are desperately clinging to this dying fad to derive some semblance of self-worth. Let's call them 10 Challenges for Flat Earthers. And number 10, do anything legitimately scientific at all. Publish anything whatsoever about your model in anything reputable anywhere.
And one.
And that is more than fair. I mean, for one, literally do anything scientific at all. Like, do something using your flat earth model that can make a prediction and that can be repeatable. And more importantly, publish that in a reputable source. So, publish it where it can be peer reviewed by other scientists, not just some bullshit books like Eric Dubé's 200 or whatever it was proofs of flat earth that he blatantly, plagiarized from some other old book or something. I don't know. Obviously, I didn't read the whole thing, but actually, I think Professor Dave covered it, and I think that's where I watched it at. But yeah, like Eric Dubé literally just took some guy's book about flat earth and then added some of his own sort of things into it. That's not publishing in a reputable source. That's not what he's saying here. But anyway.
Once again, either Professor Dumb Dave is just too dumb to know this, or he's lying to you and trying to deceive you. But there are many books published about the flat earth in reputable outlets.
No, see right there. That's where you're mistaking. For one, he is not too dumb, as you say, and he's not lying and deceiving. You are too dumb to comprehend what he is asking. He wants you to publish research in a reputable outlet. That means publish your research in some kind of, scientific journal or somewhere online where it can be peer reviewed. Not just publishing, not just writing some stupid book and publishing it on, Amazon or Flat Earth, whatever site or any of those other nonsense sites. Even if you do publish a book in a reputable, site where books get published, that's still not what he means. He wants you to publish your research where it can be peer reviewed, like scientists do. That's the whole point. Right here at the top, it says, do anything scientific at all. That's the whole point he's getting at here. You're just too moronic to understand that.
And you can easily go online and find those. For example, here, we have Abe Books, a reputable outlet. Now let's see what we have. Why the Earth is Not a Globe by Vincent Rhodes.
Now, to be fair, Abe Books is a reputable outlet of books, and that's fine. But that's not what he's saying. Again, he's saying to publish your research where it can be peer reviewed, like a scientific journal, or like, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but what's one, like, is nature.com one or something? Or, anyway, the point is, he's not saying make a book and then publish it on some kind of, website for books that don't get peer reviewed, that don't get criticized. Because the whole point of science is you come up with this idea or, hypothesis, and then hopefully it can become a theory or whatever. It gets published in a scientific journal, so on and so forth, and then it gets peer reviewed. And then the most important part, you and any other number of countless scientists do everything they can to prove it wrong. And when they can't prove it wrong, that's when you have a scientific theory. That's when you have the quote unquote proof that flat earth will never have. And I mean, just saying, one rating and published by independently published. Sure does says a lot, doesn't it?
Okay, 2019. Price $10.50.
$10. $10 for that garbage?
And here we have 100 proofs that Earth is not a globe. 2017 updated edition by William Carpenter.
Oh, at least that one has 50 ratings. That's something. You got 50 flat earthers to look at that one.
3 stars. You can buy a new copy for $9.
But once again, independent publishing platform. Like, this is not what he is talking about. You are just too ignorant to understand it. Like, oh my god, dude. Why did I choose to do a flat earth thing? I mean, I was going to do a Kent Hovind video, but I thought, you know what? I saw this idiot take a stab at Professor Dave, who I'm a huge fan of. So I said, screw it. Let's go after a flat earther. And this is already a huge mistake because I forgot that somehow flat earthers are even more ignorant than creationists. I mean, at least the creationists believe the world is a globe because it is. By the by, we have pictures of it, and I know CGI or fake or blah blah blah. But you know what we don't have a picture of? Or even a quote unquote CGI picture of? The flat freaking earth, which is all it would take. If you want to prove your stupid earth is flat, float something up there and take a picture of your freaking flat earth. But you can't do it. Do it from the North Pole and then take a picture all the way around. You should be able to see the entirety of the flat plane. But you can't because it's a globe and you're a moron.
$9.03 or a used copy for $6.38. Okay, and here we have Zetetic Astronomy.
Oh, we got some astronomy in here now, huh? Yeah, that's because flat Earth and astronomy, that just makes sense together. I mean, this doesn't even make sense. Astronomy, the study of space, essentially. So we can look at all these spherical objects throughout the universe, but for some reason, we're just special magic boys that live on a flat plane. Like that, it's what Dave said at the beginning, I think, there, where he said something like the flat earthers just need to feel important. And that's all this is. It's their need to feel important and smarter than everybody else. And guess what? You're not. And the thing is, if you ever do find yourself the smartest one in the room, leave the room, because you should never be the smartest one in the room, because that means you have nothing left to learn from the people around you. And learning is a beautiful thing. But instead, you sit in your echo chambers of flat earth rhetoric, and you just cling to it so you can feel some form of self-importance.
Earth, Not a Globe by Samuel Burley Robotham. Let's scroll down here. Look at that. 4 stars. Price, $9.
Oh, hey, look at that. That one was actually published by something. Martino Fine Books. You know what? Give me a second real quick. Well, this is what comes up when I look up Martino Fine Books. Martino Publishing. Located in Connecticut. Interesting enough. Do you have a list of, books you've published, maybe? You got some Native American paintings. That'd actually be kind of cool to look at. Let's see some of their Native American paintings. Okay. I mean, it is interesting, I guess, if any of these are authentic. I have no idea since you guys are publishing Flat Earth books, but what about new acquisitions? I'm just looking for a list of your books that you've published. Can you help me out here? What is this? I thought you published books. Adobe Gallery. No, I just want... Am I an idiot? Am I not seeing the... Hold on. Well. Okay, hold on. Let's go back. Martino Fine Books. Where's the books? I want to see the books. Others? Ah, books. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Let's see. What do we got here? Some, looks like Navajo, Snake Dance, Great Man, blah, blah. Well, looks like they're really into the, Indian / Native American, books and history, which is cool, provided they're actually, accurate and not just using this as like a way to make money off of and oppress people. But, not gonna lie, not seeing anything here about your flat earth book. Not saying they didn't do it, but they obviously don't want to show it off too much. Okay, anyway, let's try to make it through at least a little bit more of this.
$9.77. And here we have The Greatest Lie on Earth, expanded edition, proof that our...
Okay, we're gonna skip past this whole, like, him just reading nonsense books that obviously aren't what Dave was asking for to begin with, so let's see if I can find something else. Give me a second. Okay, it seems like we're past all the weird books that he was gonna go through, so let's keep going.
Dave is either really that dumb or he's just trying to deceive you and lying to you.
No, he's not. You just don't understand what he was asking. He was asking you to publish something in a reputable outlet where it can be peer reviewed by actual scientists.
So, anyways, we debunked the first part of the challenge. Now let's move on to the second.
You didn't debunk anything. You showed a bunch of nonsense books that have nothing to do with anything.
Second part of the challenge.
Invent any technology based on your model. Do anything at all that could be considered actual empirical science. Here's a hint. You may have to study some real science to do it, but then of course you would immediately learn that the Earth isn't flat, so it probably won't be of much use.
Okay, need I say it again? Either Professor Dumb Dave is really this dumb or he's just lying to you and trying to deceive you.
Oh, I can't wait for this. Okay, so what have you invented or done anything remotely scientific? Let's see what he says.
So let's show Professor Dumb Dave some empirical science that's been here long before they ever came along and lied to us and told us that the Earth was a globe. And we'll start out with the sundial.
The sundial? The sundial has nothing to do with the world being flat. That makes no sense whatsoever. It's a sundial. It works by the sun casting a shadow. Are you... what? I'm done. I'm not even going to listen to what he's going to say because it's going to be ignorant, just like the book thing. It's just going to be him not understanding how sundials work, just like he doesn't understand how actual scientific publications work. You're just a moron, flat out truth. I mean, you have to be one of the most unintelligent people I have ever reacted to while doing this. Anyway, I'm done. Screw this. Professor Dave, you're awesome. Flat out truth, you're a moron. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for the ring-a-ling-ding thing, and until next time.